Hello, folks. So we are back with Coke Studio Tamil again, and this time it's a lullaby. It's called Kan Moodudho. Correct me with the pronunciation. Um, I was thinking before listening to this track that probably we should create a separate playlist on our channel for the lullabies. We have done Nindiya Re by Kavish from Coke Studio Pakistan. Then we did Bibiya by Shanno, the Bangladeshi band. I don't know if we have covered a couple of more lullabies, but this time again, we are listening to a lullaby from Coke Studio Tamil. We listened to it in bits and pieces, just parts of it. I personally have listened to just parts of it, and we are going to listen together and then talk about it. Yep, let's
Let's
get
do it.
started.
Let's do it. All right, three, two, one, play.
Coke Studio Tamil. Subscribe now.
John Pradeep.
தூக்கம் வருதா தூங்கு ஓ கதை சொல்லணுமா ஒரு ஊர்ல இந்த கதை வேணாமா நான் இன்னும் கதையே சொல்ல ஆரம்பிக்கல ஓ அம்மாவை வர சொல்லணுமா
The melody is absolutely beautiful.
All the right instruments for the lullaby.
Nothing too sharp. Yes, absolutely. Oh, beautiful. Her voice is so beautiful. And this harmony takes a cake.
ஒரு ஊர்ல ஒரு காக்கா இருந்துச்சான் இது அந்த தண்ணி தாகம் எடுத்த காக்கா இல்ல இது அந்த நரி வடைய திருடின காக்காவும் இல்ல என்ன நரி சீச்சி இந்த பழம் புளிக்கும்னு சொல்லிச்சா என்னம்மா உனக்கு கதை வேணுமா வேணாமா கண்ணை மூடு தூங்கிட்டு நான் சொல்ற கதையை கேளு ஒரு ஊர்ல ஐயோ கதை மறந்து போச்சே
I love the performances.
Beautiful narration. The way he is emoting through narrations is wonderful. The beauty of the poem.
So soothing.
Listen to the bass as well.
The bass, yes. Beautiful bass.
ஹஃப் அண்ட் பஃப் கதை ரெடி. கதை சொல்லவா? ஒரு ஊர்ல பாப்பா தூங்கிட்டியா?
Good one. Yeah. Good one. All right. Beautiful. 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 I am in love with Coke Studio Tamil these days.
Oh, yes.
We have talked about the kind of work they are doing, and the brilliance in simplicity is, just beyond words. What they have done with this particular track, kept it simple. It's a lullaby. You don't need hundreds of instruments. They made do with very limited instruments: bass, guitar, some acoustic guitars, flute, violin, right? Some backing vocals. That was pretty much subtle drums, but with minimal this tiny harp, but with minimal setup arrangement, they have been able to produce such a beautiful melody, right? And I mean, thinking about the spectrum, first of all, I mean, there's so much to talk about. You start with Sagavasi. You have like all the choirs, altos, sopranos, tenors, separately. Vendom, you have blues and guitars, electronic guitars, and everything, and then you land here, and the simplicity and the beauty of it.
Yeah, the changing, I mean, they have mentioned in the description as well, the instrument that you mentioned, the harp like instrument. I
Yeah.
don't know how to pronunciate it. It's called Yazh or something like that. It's deeply rooted into Tamil culture as well. I was reading it somewhere before listening to this particular track. And what right choice of instruments, as you said, you are composing a lullaby, you naturally go with the instrument that suit you, and it has flute, violin. The bass itself was brilliantly done throughout this particular track.
Brilliantly done. I loved it. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, what I when you hear it, what you notice is the harmonies that are being created, right? So when the female singer was on, right, when she was singing, the fiddle, the violin was in harmony with her, with the
Yes,
backing,
yeah.
the choir, the altos and sopranos were in harmony. The harmony that was created was so beautiful, so mellow, so soothing, with her voice.
Beautiful
Beautiful,
voice.
cuckoo bird like
Yeah,
voice, right?
yeah, yeah, absolutely.
So the harmony is created there, plus the again, I'm coming back to the instruments, the very mellow use of the instruments, right? This miniature harp that you mentioned, right? The bass, how beautifully it was employed, right? It was supporting the melody through bass so well.
I think I fell in love with Chinmayi's voice. I haven't listened to her
Yes,
work before.
absolutely.
What I found interesting was the narration as well throughout. I was actually watching the
Yes,
captions when he was doing the narration as well, trying to just
same.
understand how he is trying to put the baby to bed. I mean, the conflicting roles that they are playing. The mother is trying to soothe, the father is trying to tell the story. It was done brilliantly. The storytelling itself. I was reading. I think John Pradeep, who is the narrator, he is a professional storyteller. So he has his own channel, YouTube channel, where he narrates different stories for the kids, and it comes out in this particular track. He's a natural. I mean, he must have practiced his voice, his tone, and everything for years to reach to this particular level. But
Absolutely.
even simple narrations like this with proper voice control, like he was doing, could pull you in. So it was not like something jarring. You were not really, it was not something distracting. It was actually flowing with the actual arrangement that they had done, which was brilliant. Yeah, sorry, you wanted to add
Also,
something.
I mean, yeah. So again, around storytelling, he is very experienced, because the cadence that he uses to narrate is itself very soothing.
Yeah.
a bit playful, a bit enticing, a bit bribing that, hey, you wanna hear a
Yeah,
story to
sorry.
fall asleep, but also using a cadence that wouldn't wake the child up
Yes,
even more.
yes, that is correct. He had this late night DJ voice that would actually make you fall asleep during the story
So
itself.
the attention to detail is
Hmm.
what I'm trying to point out in Koksu Tamil so far. So the contrast that I absolutely love with Koksu Tamil. So right now there's, I mean, we have seen Koksu Pakistan. Right now Koksu Bharat is going on. Right now Koksu Bangla is going on. Right, and both of these, Koksu Bharat and Bangla, they are in a different end of the spectrum where
Yeah,
everything
yeah,
is super shiny, everything is super glittery. This is set
correct.
designs, visually
Good point.
overwhelming. The sound experience is overwhelming.
Hmm.
There's a lot of complexity
Hmm.
involved.
Hmm. Hmm.
While what Culture Tamil has been doing,
Yeah,
Sagavasi, Vendum, now this particular one, the set design is simple,
simple.
the wardrobes are simple,
Hmm.
the lighting is simple,
Hmm.
the musicians, the way they are performing, they are not, trying to outdo each other,
Yeah,
trying to,
yes.
um, uh, you know, uh, capture the limelight or kind of thing.
Hmm.
They are
Hmm.
very down to earth. If again you look at their wardrobes, very simple. They're very, nothing
Nothing
designer clothes
flashy,
kind of,
nothing flashy.
nothing flashy,
Yeah.
right? And then the performances themselves, everything, every single element is super down to earth, super simple,
Hmm.
super, you know, uh, not they are trying to create beauty out of simplicity. There is beauty in simplicity, and this is what I am loving the most,
Yeah.
the contrast and the way they have
Hmm.
managed to produce, I wouldn't say bangers,
No, no,
because they are
no,
not,
no.
but every melody also with purpose.
Hmm.
We have talked about this before. In Kokcho Tamil, there's a lot of purpose
Purpose
in
behind it.
each track.
Hmm.
In Sagavasi, we have seen the message was very strong. In Ventum,
Hmm.
the purpose was very strong. So it's just not music. It's just not commercial. It's just not there to be, to garner millions of views.
Views.
Although
Hmm.
they do,
Hmm.
right? They are not there for the sake of views. They are there with a purpose,
Hmm.
with a message,
Yeah.
with some education in mind. So that's the
That stands out.
brilliance.
That stands out. It,
Yeah.
as you said, it's too organic. Not, it's rooted in their culture, and they are trying to come up with a message. I was reading in the description. I think Sean Roldan, who was the vocalist of Random as well, is probably the main producer of this particular Coke Studio Tamil season, and I think he's doing brilliant job here, bringing in the simplicity of Tamil culture into the limelight as well. And again, the attention to detail, as you mentioned, is it's not too in your face. It's just subtle, but you cannot just help but notice it, which is the best part of Coke Studio
Absolutely.
Tamil. So yeah, I think they are still, obviously it is the first season. They are trying to release tracks after a month or so because they are putting a lot of intricacies. I feel they are just trying to make it um, as meaningful as possible for the audience to consume visually as well as in the musical arrangement and the audio aspect of it as well. So yeah, I think let's wrap it here. And I completely agree with you that for some reason I'm enjoying Cook Studio Tamil a lot more. It's something that we wait for.
It's different.
It's
It's
different.
different.
Yeah,
It's
it is.
different. Different flavor.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But yeah, thank you so much once again for watching this track with us, and we'll catch up on the next one. Until then, take care.
Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Bye.